What's up, guys? Now it's time to talk about late round comms. Most of the stuff I'm talking about is going to apply to after plants or retake comms, so I just want you guys to think about this contextually and then apply it wherever you want. In general, the first thing I want to talk about late round comms is updating the comms with your HP and utility. So anytime you're rotating into an after plant, the T's take V on Inferno, you're rotating through Arch, or you just planted V on Inferno and you know they're rotating, it's a 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4, whatever the situation, late round, first thing I want you to do is talk about the HP you have in utility. If you're a low HP guy or you have an extra smoke or nade, you guys maybe can adjust little things. One mistake I even see pro teams make this last weekend, I'm watching a tournament, was they planted A on cash, and the only guy with flashes went forklift, and the other guy went quad on cash at A, right? In my opinion, that's a big mistake, because now the guy forklift, who probably should have his gun out the whole time, he's the only flashes, and the guy quad, who could take cover and easily throw flashes to the spawn wall, where the CTs come up by the truck or up the highway, he could easily throw flashes for his fork guy to peek off of, but they're not in a great position to do that. So immediately when you get into a situation where everything has settled, you just took the bomb site, or the other team just took it from you, take the moment while you're rotating to say, hey guys, I have 20 HP left, or I have 100 HP, I have full nades. That information is the first step for a good after plant or retake to be set up. Now, the next thing is timing your utility usage. If you're on T side, you don't want 3 people to smoke CT spawn at B on Inferno at the same time, so time your smokes. Make sure you're just doing the basic things. I have a smoke, alright, I'll smoke spawn first. Okay, I'll smoke backhaul. Now I'll smoke spawn. I have 2 flashes left. Alright, I'm going to flash backhaul. Flashing backhaul again. Flashing spawn, because you're trying to delay them, right? But if you throw them all at the same time, you're only delaying them for a shorter amount of time. Makes a lot of sense, but a lot of people make this mistake. Same on CT side. If you're trying to retake a bomb site, you don't want everyone throwing a flash at once because it's not as powerful. Or maybe you do if they're from different angles, but either way, you want to make sure they're timed. If 5 guys throw flashes and then 2 guys aren't even ready to run in yet, what's the point? Okay, that's 7 people. But you get my point. If 3 guys throw flashes and 2 guys aren't ready to run in yet, why would you throw the flashes? Maybe throw 1 to push the T's back into position, but have the remaining couple guys throw their flashes at the same time or in the unique positions so you coordinate your flashes and coordinate the timings of those nades so you can maximize the retake of running through the different ingresses and egresses of the bomb site and maximize that situation. Next up, distraction. Communication can be great because you could say, all right, make noise here, and I'm going to go here. Either way, plan for distractions, or when you go off nades, maybe you throw some nades as a distraction in smoke, and then the flashes come in. You layer your nades with timing, and then you use the nades as a distraction, or you maybe have somebody shoot, say you're retaking B on Dust 2, have someone coming from the tunnel, the dark as some Europeans call it, shoot upper B, and then the window guy comes out and peeks, and then you come out tunnel. So use little distractions. And last but not least, crossfires. On T side, talk about what you're watching so that you can set up proper crossfires. If you're all watching the same thing, it's obviously useless and doesn't make any sense, but also you could watch kind of the same thing from setting up crossfires. So you could have the guy who's back platform on B and Dust 2 watching door, and the guy tunnel watching window, even though you might say, oh, shouldn't that guy be watching window? No, if you set up a proper crossfire, you guys can make it so that each person is watching something farther from them, so that if they get contact, the other person who's closer, who's watching the other thing, can swing. And this is how you set up things, and that's more of a strategic play than a communication thing, but communication is the foundation of setting up those plays. So I would say the biggest thing to remember right there, guys, is the second things settle down in any situation, late round, mid round, early round, communicate and make sure you're establishing your approach based on utility, HP, and those facts. And the only way you're going to do that is by talking, guys. All right? See you in the next one.